Hi everyone, this is Master Dave Priga. I want to welcome you to my video blog. This series of blogs I'm going to be doing is on parenting tips. One of the probably most common questions that I get asked by parents is, how are you able to get my child to behave so well in your class? I can't do that at home. How are you able to do that? Well, one of the main strategies that I use and the rest of our instructors use here is a positive reinforcement. And what that means is that every time the child does something good, we're right there to say, hey, that's great, good job, and we're very consistent with that, recognizing good behavior and rewarding that good behavior. In here, it may be a special stripe, it may be just a pat on the back, but it's recognizing that good behavior every time. For the most part, we'll try to basically ignore or not make a big deal out of bad behavior. We don't want them to feel that the only way that they can get attention is to act up or, be goofy or do things like that. We will try to ignore that. When we get to a situation where there is a problem with a child's behavior, what I personally will do is explain and look them right in the eye, get down on their level right to them, and say, I don't like what you're doing. In other words, I don't like that behavior. Not I don't like you or you're bad. It's I don't like what you're doing. When you do that, it makes me sad or it upsets me. So please don't do that anymore. Now it may take one time, it may take 20 times, it may take 100 times. But being consistent in that type of approach has worked very, very well for us. And even kids that are, I would say, conditioned to only, to be constantly seeking the negative attention. In other words, the only way they get attention is by acting out in a negative way. Those are the ones that take a little longer to get turned around, but we still have a lot of success doing it that way. As far as making threats or things like that, I'm not a big proponent of that. I think we should give the kids choices. In other words, and here I can say, well, you can participate in this activity or drill, or you can sit on the side. At the end of class, you won't be able to get a stripe then. And sometimes we've had kids that do choose, no, I'm just going to sit on the side. But at the end of the class, when they don't get their stripe, they're very upset because they thought I was going to give in and give it to them, and we do not do that. Once or twice usually is all it takes, and the kids are responding by the next time they have the choice. They choose to be rewarded in a positive way. So taking those strategies and using them in the home might be a little bit harder, but I think if you can start taking that approach and following up with the choices, if you do this, you get this. If you do that, you get that. That type of approach, it's been very successful us here in class, and it's been very successful for me and with my family at home. So give it a try, and it's not always easy, I know that, but we'll keep trying. If there's anything I can ever do for any of you parents, or any way I can help out, please let me know. And I'll see you on the next video blog that I do.